you doing today, Taurus? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be we're doing this for the 12th, 13th, and 14th of September, okay? So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, let's see what you get, Taurus. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. We're going to get one good shuffle in here, and then we're going to be on our way. Let's see. We're going to get it this time. I can feel it. There we go. Okay. This one's going to be for my Tauruses. Okay. All right, Taurus. What is the current situation for you? What is it that you are staying up at night thinking about, or what is it that you're trying to work out here? We get the Knight of Swords. So the current situation for you has something to do with you trying to seek out a sense of clarity. There is a situation that you're currently dealing with where you feel as though there is a lack of clarity, okay? So it's got you in a position where you're currently going on a crusade or something to try to get to the bottom of whatever this situation is, okay? Okay. For some of you, this is trying to find closure in a situation so that you can file it away and move on with your life. For others of you, this is trying to figure out just exactly where you stand in a situation so you can then make your next move, right? Okay, so that's your current focus then. What is it? What's the obstacle to that end then? The Nine of Cups. So the obstacle then becomes, what is your wish fulfillment? It's quite possible that trying to find clarity, once you find the clarity you're looking for, it could somehow damage your wish fulfillment, right? It could damage what it was that you wanted in some way. Possibly whatever the reality of the situation is doesn't really line up with what it is that you were hoping for as far as your wish fulfillment went. Now you could adjust your wish fulfillment probably and still maintain a forward motion with whatever this is, but those are decisions you have to make once you have the information you're looking for, right? Okay, I got it. So what is it you need to focus on right now? So you need to focus on the Nine of Pentacles. So this would speak of you needing to focus on your independence. So maybe this is a relationship, hypothetically. More than likely, it's probably a relationship. Maybe you have gotten yourself too lost in this relationship. You know, to be truly successful in a relationship, you have to manage to hold on to a sense of your independence, right? Maybe you've gotten to where this is very codependent, where you're taking care of somebody, you know, or where you're, yeah. What they're saying you need to focus on is your independence, okay? You need to make sure that it's solid, make sure that you know who you are, what you will and won't accept, and that you can make it on your own. You don't want to need somebody, you want to want somebody, okay? All right, what do we have that you need to leave behind? And you're getting Judgment. So, possibly you're being far too judgy in this situation. That's a possibility. If it's not that, then it is that you need to forgive somebody else for being too judgmental towards you. But either way, judgment, it seems, is the enemy right this second. So it's something that needs to be left behind, okay? Even if it's already happened, it needs to be acknowledged, whatever. If you have to apologize, you apologize. Whatever it is you have to do, right? And then it has to be left behind. It can't stay in the current, because it's detrimental to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish here, okay? What is your strength in the situation? We get the Five of Cups. So I will take this to mean that your strength is your ability to alchemize pain, loss and regret. So it is your ability to know that, okay, I regret what happened back there. I'm sorry, and then put it behind you and move forward. Whether it was whichever side you were on, whether you were the person who did something wrong or the person it was done to. Either way, you have an ability to be able to apologize or take an apology and then put it behind you. You can move forward. So that is definitely your strength here. There you go. What do we have in the near future? The Five of Wands. There's something here about you being very conflicted, and it's real easy to see when you see how we opened this, where the conflict could come from, right? It's like you're looking for this sense of clarity, but pretty much you can be guaranteed that this sense of clarity is going to take a pot shot at whatever you thought was your wish fulfillment. Doesn't mean it has to decimate it, okay? It doesn't mean that this has to be the end all, that's it. But it means that it's going to have to be adjusted. I mean, there's going to have to be adjustments made to this wish fulfillment, because the reality is just not quite what the fantasy was in your head, okay? This is like a lesson in realism, I guess. All right, so what is the advice? The devil. The advice is to deal with the devil. So it means that the devil is obviously present everywhere, but he's already present within this dynamic that we're talking about, okay? So whether that is that you have some sort of an addiction or an obsession here, or that your insecurities have gotten way out of hand and so that you have paranoia, whatever it is, the devil's found an in into this relationship, okay? Because I feel like this is a relationship. And it has to be dealt with. Whether you've been together 5 weeks or 15 years, it doesn't make any difference. The devil can come in whenever he finds an opening. And at this point, you need to deal with whatever this issue is before you try to move forward, okay? Whether it's on your side or their side. It's got to be dealt with. What is the atmosphere? The High Priestess. Because the devil is present, there is an atmosphere of secrecy. So, which is pushing you to listen to your intuition, because it's doubtful that you're going to get straight answers. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you already know that, or you wouldn't be on this crusade for clarity. So, you have that one. What is your biggest fear here? We have the King of Pentacles. I don't know if you're fearing the commitment or if you're fearing the King of Pentacles as in a person. So maybe you are fearing this as a person, that you are fearing whatever. Losing them, the control they have over the situation. I don't know exactly how this plays in, but I'm going to take this to actually be a person. And I don't feel like this is you. Could be you. I don't think this is you. I think this is, maybe you're fearing this person's reaction to whatever it is you're trying to figure out. What do we got in the outcome? The Ace of Swords. Well, there you go. We opened it with you going on a crusade for clarity, right? And you're going to close this whole reading right here out with the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth. So it would appear that you will be quite successful in trying to get to the bottom of whatever this is. And once you get the facts, then you deal with things accordingly, right? That's all you can do. Okay? So all in all, it looks like you're setting out on a quest to try to find something, and it appears that you managed to find what you're looking for. So I would say that that's a plus. Let's see what we got. For Friday, I've got Justice and Temperance. So with patience, you will find justice, okay? For Saturday, I have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Some kind of unexpected communication comes towards you and makes you feel very out of balance on Saturday. And Sunday, I have the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Sunday, I think you're feeling quite cold towards this situation. I do think we're talking about a relationship. I think it's one that's surrounded with a good deal of uncertainty right now. So I think you're developing somewhat of a cold exterior towards this situation. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive, kind of, you know, right? But that's how I see it. So I would say that all in all, it looks like you set out on a course and you managed to take care of whatever it is that you set out to take care of. So that's a plus. And then you have to deal with things once you figure it out. Okay? All right. That is what I have for this weekend. No matter what the cards say, go out there and make it the best weekend you possibly can. And that's it. If you've made it this far in the video and you don't mind, can you hit the like, share, follow, something, comment, whatever you feel like, but it all helps me a bunch. They're into those numbers. That's the numbers they're into. Okay. All right. There you go. Thanks for everything. I greatly appreciate you.